You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 426. Hope y'all can hear me. I hear a little static in the background. Maybe it ain't me, but I'm gonna keep on going. Welcome to episode 426. Got a lot on tap for today's show. We got the conference finals winding down. The East is already decided. The West will be decided tonight. We got OTAs back in full effect. We got let's see, it's the off season, so you got NFL players getting arrested. MLB antics becoming a little millennium style, I say. Jackson Dart had a meeting with his teammates. The all NBA teams will announce. MLB collective bargaining agreement is coming up soon, so we got proposals already on the table. We got the Braves report. And hopefully we got a full show today. We got Red Coach Star. Hopefully Ray Up and H will be on soon. Episode 426. Let's hit it.
All right. Welcome to the Red and Rail Sports Show. On this Saturday, we are live. All three of us, including HO in the motorcade, are live from the ATL Charlotte. Give me real sports talk. We are real sports athletes, and we are real sports fans who have what, gentlemen?
Real
sports knowledge. We got knowledge, and today we are coming to you on this kind of cloudy Saturday, off and on with rain, but it hasn't rained yet, so we're working with a nice Saturday. Moving on to the number 426 is associated with an event that happened in 2019, and that was the at the time the biggest contract in American history, where Mike Trout ended up getting $426 million to play for the Anaheim Angels. And at the time, that was the hugest contract in Major League Baseball. Of course, now we know it's been eclipsed several times by Shohei and Juan Soto and several other guys. But at the time, Mike Trout signed a contract for $426 million. H.O., if you had $426 million, what would you do, sir?
Get debt free first, and then have some fun.
Yeah. Everybody. No one to my knowledge won the lottery or has won the lottery. I ain't played in a minute. I got to get back to it. But yeah, you get that $426 million. You feeling good. You enjoying life, and everything is working out for you, or will work out for you. So, hey, it's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, please like and share the Red and Rail Sports Show if you're watching. Share it with somebody who has not seen it, and let them know that we are on every Saturday from 10:30 until we get through. H.O., everything all right with you, sir?
Well, I just stopped and said I'm just go hang tight for a minute before I try to head home. And so I'm gonna chill right here until we finish up. I didn't know what crew was coming, so I said I was gonna stop and make sure that Ricky Henderson this thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Red, if you had $426 million, what would you do with it, sir?
Man, too many things, Coach, but definitely pay off my bills, take care of my people, and maybe just put most of it in my savings account. I ain't really a big spender like that anyway, type. So, but I'll tell you what, it can definitely help me out. And I definitely be one happy customer, knowing I got that in my bank account. Oh man, you couldn't tell me nothing. That's why I'm saying I don't know how some of these athletes living like they living, and you got money like that, and they out here still not living a happy, at least stress-free life. Couldn't be me, baby. It couldn't be me.
Yeah, I think I live it'll be the quietest 426 million you ever seen before, because nobody know unless I tell you, and I tell y'all because I give it.
Kind of like Mike Trout living now.
Yeah, Trout is still floundering around with the Los Angeles Angels. I don't know why, but he's a loyal man. He want to stay with the company. God bless him and hanging with him. Want to welcome?
What weird things I ever seen.
Yeah. Welcome, Reverend Night Nation. We got some people here. Oh Lord. Well, HO, the VP is in the building. Slam down the gavel for another 5 sessions of TRRS. Rev Night Nation, rise up. Let's show out Lord, the VP in the building. No telling what's gonna happen. Who knows what he's gonna say? USCPA says hello. The VP said SRT fund back. I'll buy tons of land and get ghosts to certain folk, family members included. So he said he'll get gone.
That definitely. And I definitely will be trying to make some investment because I would want it to grow for generations.
Yeah, y'all want to know where the VP is. Junior Bacon says hello. The VP says smash that like button and share with the world. Oh Lord. Welcome, fellas. The legendary coach Patrick Willie Thomas. I don't know where you get that from. Fiery Red Roads and the astounding special guest Horace, aka HO. Let's bring it together, fellas. He on the road today. The referee, Timothy Sagos, says good morning, fellas. Mr. Sagos, are you refereeing today, sir? Anywhere? Are you doing your civic duty out there for us in the public? We'll just let us know in the chat. We'll see where they got you popping up today. All right. Time for dope, nope, and cope. What we doping on, what we noping on, and what we coping with. Good morning, Joe Black. Out there in YouTube land, Joe Black is in the building. All right, HO, what you doping on?
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm doping on Jalen Johnson, making the first team third team All NBA. Now he just need to play like it in the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll be discussing those teams later on today, who should have made it, who didn't make it, and so forth and so on. Congratulations to Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks for making his the All NBA team, third team.
Yeah.
Red, what you doping on?
It's on me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Honestly, nothing really this week. I had to try hard to put this one together. I couldn't believe it was nothing that just really made me happy this week. A lot of things I doped on this week and coped on, but not too many dopes on, other than Spike Lee and his little Hollywood friends back in the NBA Finals. So that's all I can think about. That's all I can think of this week.
Get on in the car with me.
I ain't with Jalen Johnson right now.
Oh Lord. All right. My dope moment goes to the St. Mary's Gales, who last night snuck up on UCLA, the #1 ranked baseball team in the country, and beat them 3-2 at home in UCLA. So St. Mary's already got the shock of the tournament so far. Baseball is double elimination. So they picked up a big victory over the #1 ranked team in the country, 3-2, and they celebrated like it was 1999. So hey, I ain't mad at them. Congratulations to them. Now they do know UCLA is coming back to get them, but hey, while they can enjoy it because they right now they got the victory. And who knows? Baseball is a funny sport. You could be on and clicking, and hitting that ball and the little white ball, and anything happens. So right now they on top of the heap, and UCLA is facing elimination. So the number one team in the country might go down, but we'll see. All right, Red, what are you noping on?
A lot. uh, I guess I'll go with Harden and Spider, and they delusional responses after being swept. After Eastern Conference Finals, you got James Harden talking about you don't need to make shots to have a good game. Yeah, you do because you don't play. Then you got Spider Mitchell talking about they still the better team. No, you're not. You haven't been the better team since game one and after the third quarter. Once fourth quarter begins, y'all stop being the better team. So no to the delusional Jimmy Harden and who I call Harden Claus, and the even more delusional Spider Mitchell, who still got Coco waiting at the altar. It's probably gonna be waiting for a while. You come out, y'all ain't gonna get married till you in the ring. So more delusion coming from James Harden. Now he don't drop the delusion phase. Donovan Mitchell even more delusional too. So I guess that what happen when you get James Harden. Everybody becomes delusional now. Nobody's offering any read. Nobody's being accountable. Everybody's hiding behind. Oh, well, I'm okay. I still did something. No, you did. Both of y'all completely suck. So I was good. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers are on it. We Are Delusional tour, and including the coach, who luckily got his job back. But that's another story for another day. My note moment goes to Brendan Sorsby, the former quarterback for Texas Tech, who seemed to have more than a gambling problem. He bet 40 bets on Indiana when he was the Hoosiers quarterback. And then he also bet on Cincinnati and Texas Tech. Yet he's still trying to push the NCAA to get back into college to play again. Young man, you need to go to Las Vegas. That seems to be your calling. They are waiting on guys like you who throw these bets down for no reason at all and get sucker punched. So, hey, go to Las Vegas. Las Vegas be looking for you. And you need to go. I think you need to go to CFL or somewhere. UFL. I don't know, but I don't think you're gonna be playing football for college anymore. You bet how you were transferring large sums of money and betting. So, hey, that's on him.
Rozier.
Yep, putting that money up. Ho, what you noping on?
I'm noping on the NBA trying to make this a flop final.
The flop finals.
I mean, they have absolutely are not just hiding the fact that they're trying to get New York all the rest they can, so they gonna make the Western Division go all the way to 7 games. And you notice Shake Gilgeous didn't get all his calls the other night because they wanted to be a game 7. So they get all the money they can because they know that nobody in the East can beat nobody in the West. So we can kind of see what's going on. The flop finals is about to happen.
The flop finals. That's going to be very interesting. How our game 7 going to go? Because we'll talk about that in a few minutes too, because I got a theory that's about to take place, and we'll see if it come through. My coat moment goes to the New York Giants. New York Giants, y'all are putting the kumbayas out to everybody. Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter playing kissy face. We love each other. We're so nice to each other. We understand what he meant. Blah, blah, blah. Kiss, kiss, kiss. But I don't think all is well in Giants land. And Mr. Dart, when you drop back for some passes in practice, you better hope they have a no quarterback hitting rule, because some people may decide to legally pop you and get up and then look at you like, hey, that's for your particular choice as president, and may take some cheap shots. So I don't think all is well in Giants land, but Jim Harbaugh is going to try to make it right, but we'll see. Red, who are you coping with?
Well, that, but I'll talk about it when we get to it. Well, my cope moment for the week is, well, not me, but Dennis Schroeder. You need to cope with that. You have made 3 conference finals, and guess how many games you have won? 0. 0-12 with the Hawks. Unfortunately, with the Hawks. Unfortunately, with the Lakers, and fortunately, with the Cavs. I mean, you gave bad luck to 2 of my teams, and now you're on bad luck against the Cavs. So and now I see why Detroit didn't do anything with the edge on the team 2 years ago, but they got rid of you, and they still got it. But anyway, Dennis Schroeder, teams got to cope with, but they add you to the team, it ain't no chance they gonna make the finals. Like I said, you don't been to the conference finals 3 times and they won 1 game. So they should let teams know. If you on the team roster, you can forget going to the NBA finals. So I don't know, man. Looking like that black cat, looking like that broke mirror. You definitely ain't looking like a 4-leaf clover right now. So like I say, give me sort of cope with your 0-12 record for the conference finals. Personally, I would celebrate if it won 2 of my teams tacked with it, but y'all know I ain't no good Minnesota fan, so still don't like it. But that's a bad record. You got a little, so do me a favor, stay away from the Hawks and Lakers anytime in the future. Well, they were there. You already don't ruin them, so they won't bring you back no more. But like I say, that's all I got right now for the coach. That's enough.
All right, H.O., who you coping with?
I'm coping with the Atlanta Hawks and the new position that Ansi got, because now rumor has it that the point guard that we want could go possibly top 5, and the 7'3" center that we want could possibly go number 6 or 7. So now Ansi is in a tough situation, and I just hope, by golly, that we make the right decision and we get what we really need, knowing that we could possibly lose the point guard that we are targeting, which is A-Cup, and Big Mara from Michigan, which is the 7'3" center. Could possibly lose both of them before we even get to the AP.
Yeah, that's not good news for the Hawks, and the draft is loaded, but it's not the people that they want to get, and they are in kind of a catch-22. But we'll see. Somebody gonna mess up in the draft and pick the wrong person, which leave the door open for the Hawks. And if the Hawks see one of those guys that they were talking about, they don't need to waste any time using all the 15 minutes or however many minutes they got. They need to just go ahead straight to the podium before anything else happen, and go and make the decision. Don't waste time. All right. That's how I dope and open coat. Let's see what the Rev Night Nation, they got several dope and open coats. Let's see what we're working with. The referee Timothy Sago say he off this weekend. 7-on-7 camp at Tech in a couple weeks. All right. The VP said dope moment, 19-year-old Brazilian Joao Fonseca defeated the Joker, Novak Djokovic, in the French Open. Now the French Open, men are dropping like flies. Seem like, but the women are still hanging on. All the top seeds, Coco Golf, Swiatek, and all them still around. So the men are going to be a new champion somewhere in there. But
I let
we'll
you know
see.
when no dope still be if you doping on tennis, Vincent. Tennis, that what you doping on? I know it was a slow week.
Joe Black say he doped UGA winning SEC in baseball and making the playoffs in all major sports. Yeah, they have done that.
I was wondering what happened with that game. When it supposed to start back up this morning?
Yeah, UGA won that first game, I believe.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah,
they
somebody was up
start.
15.
Yeah, they playing today.
Oh, they play again today?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The
Well, I try
VP
to catch
said
it.
he said note Rasheed Rice, Ninja Supreme, violating his probation, now having to serve 30-day jail sentence, thus missing the full off season for the Chiefs. When will these ninjas learn? Answer: they won't. Let's do an over under 15 as to how many incidents will occur during the NFL season this year involving players in the law. I say under, but barely. No, 15. Ooh, they gonna the VP. You said they gonna go crazy. Wow. All right. Timothy Sago said dope UGA and Georgia Tech baseball are doing well. Yeah, UGA won last night. Oh my God, 22-1 or something like that. I forgot what it was. It was 20 something to 1. But they punished I think it was North Carolina. So they on a roll again. Number one team, a hidden team in the country. The VP said Coach Jacoby Brissett, 10-year vet, has made a good living, if you ask me. $67 million earned over that time period. Oh Lord, has decided to sit out OTAs because he wants more money. I feel that he's deserving. He's set to make $9.19 million this year in the last season of his 2-year contract. He ranked 15th in quarterbacks last season, putting up 64.9 completion percentage, 3,366 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions, 94 quarterback rating. Go get your money, boss. Never apologize for your work. If Jacoby Brissett want more money, you know it's a quarterback market. Big time. So we'll see if they pay him. Let's see here. Okay. Timothy Sago said, Coach, that Oakland A's haven't had a real home in 3 years. It's a shame visiting teams are killing them with home runs. Yeah, a lot of teams in that midget park hitting home runs against the A's and beating them. Even though the A's are playing decent this year, but we'll see. Joe Black said, nope, Jackson Dart, Trump introduction and all the backlash. Yeah, we're going to discuss that in a few minutes. VP said double coat Veronica Burton from Golden State lighting up the league, put the clamps on Clark the other day in their win over the Fever. Triple dope, Ricky Raven Johnson, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 7 of 10 field goals, and 2 for 3 from downtown. Go Gamecocks. It's about time Raven Johnson stepped up and made and scored some points. I know she can score, but she had been kind of limited on the point scoring. It's about time she stepped up and start putting some points on the board. So good game for her, and hopefully going forward she'll be putting up those same points. Timothy Sago said Coach Dart, he told me Dart also got to watch out for the refs. He may not get some calls in his face, like roughing the passer. Yeah, the ref may take offense to his little introduction. Like I said, we're gonna talk about it. And Jackson, he better have his head on a swivel. Some people, yeah, but we'll talk about it. Let's see. The VP said, Reggie, we have to include all sports. LOL, can't leave tennis out. Hey, the NHL finals are set. Vegas Knights against Carolina Hurricanes. That's the hockey take for the week. LOL. Yeah, I'm a Knights fan, so I'm looking for the Knights to beat Carolina. You know, Carolina said the South got something to say, and they've been saying it all the playoffs. They've been whooping teams left and right. Joe Black, Josh Jacobs joined the growing list of athletes facing domestic violence charges. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. VP says definitely a quarterback market, coach, and I feel Jacoby will get his money. Good luck to him trying to get his money. I hope he can. Uh, LOL, Tim DeSago, he said, yeah, I wonder what the status is on that new park. Did either one of y'all know about anything dealing with the Oakland A's new park?
Yeah, it'll be open in Vegas in about a year or two.
Okay, so they got to suffer with the home run barrage. So we'll see how they handle that. The BB say he meant to say double dope for Veronica Burton. He was still in coke mode. He's on doper, and he agreed with Timothy Dart is about to find out this season what it is to throw his support in the ring at a certain person, which we should not call. We're gonna leave that name alone. But like I said, we'll discuss that too. All right. Well, the two most famous words in sports are out today, and everybody's anticipating it. Thunder and the Spurs, Game 7. Everybody loves a Game 7. Starting with you, Red. What do you feel? How do you feel? First of all, how do you feel about Game 6? What happened in Game 6?
Oh, I loved it. I love that Spurs stayed off elimination. And Wemby bought the Thunder. No pun intended. But Wemby and the guys showed up. They was able to play with the physicality that they used to playing with. The refs let them play, and you see what happened when the refs let you play. They got up at OKC's butt like they did in Game 1, like they did every time the refs let them play. When the refs don't let them play, you see the results also. But I'm just glad they didn't get eliminated on the home floor. Me of all people know how bad it is to get eliminated on your home floor. It's just not a good feeling. You don't get eliminated on the road. So like I said, we got a Game 7. Between Spurs and the Thunder. Spurs been the best competition for the Thunder all year long. And like I say, other than the refs, doing what they do when the OKC is at home, it's really been a good series. So I love what I saw in Game 6, and really kind of anticipate what type of Game 7 is going to be. If they let them play, we'll get a great game. If Iggy old Tony Brothers try to interfere or just bring his biased approach, then it may be a little different type game than we got in Game 6. So I mean, they beat these boys down too. 27 points. I mean, Lord, when the Spurs want to beat you down, they beat you down too. But like I say, it's just a shame that you could have got this in Game 5, or either the other game that the Spurs lost. So, but the key is Wemby. Wemby brings it. Wemby is motivated and fired up, and that rubs off on the other team. And where we look over here, GM and Fox, explosive game. I mean, he can kind of be mediocre this series. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just deep, but it seems like more of the other guys been stepping up other than Fox. But I mean, like I said, and Wemby and the rest of the guys bring tonight, I personally don't think OKC got a chance because they so undermanned. You got Williams out again. not sure what the other guys, even SGA and Chet, haven't been playing their best. Like I say, Chet is pumped by Kappa and some of the other guys. And like I say, SGA been kind of having his B minus and C plus game. So, like I say, I loved what I saw in Game 6. I'm not really an OKC fan. I'm not a SGA fan. Uh, you know, it's good what they did last season, but this style of play is just completely weared us down and waned on us for far too long. It's like it's already been a year of it that we already tired of it. So, like I say, go Spurs, Game 7 in OKC. I'm gonna be pulling for the road team, but yeah, those my thoughts.
All right, HO.
Yeah. Well, we expected that. I expected that from Game 6 because they wanted it to be a Game 7. So, not surprised at all. If Tony Brothers and Scott Foster referee in Game 7, then San Antonio can go ahead and pack their bag. They can bring their luggage to the arena because it's over.
So Tony Brothers is key.
Scott Foster first, and then Tony Brothers.
Uh-oh.
They gonna have them both on the same game.
Yeah, that's what you need to check out. See who's refereeing Game 7 tonight. That's the key to the whole thing.
It's gonna be one of them. Either Foster brother.
Yeah, if both of them refereeing this game, go ahead and put your mortgage on OKC. You'll come out of winner. I can guarantee you that. But either way, the NBA can't lose because if San Antonio wins, they wanted women to be in the finals anyway. And if San Antonio lose, they got what they want. They got the flop finals. So, I mean, the NBA can't lose at this point. The only thing the NBA can lose is fans from watching all this flopping that's going on in the finals.
Well, breaking news: neither one of them are an official this game. You got Mark Davis, John Goble, and Josh Tibbins. So Foster.
That might be a fair game.
Yeah, so San Antonio may come out on top.
I think.
Wow, I thought they would at least have one of those guys.
No, they'll be back. They'll be back in the finals.
Yeah, too much pressure right now. They got to disguise it somehow.
Well, I mean, that's good. I mean, I'd rather have a fair Game 7. I don't want it just one-sided. And if you have one of those guys, so I don't care if they're back for the finals. I mean, at least by then, this series will be decided. Then we can just we can have our own NBA finals issues. But yeah, I definitely didn't want either one of them for this game.
Yeah. Somebody said Tony Brothers gonna be in the OKC locker room for moral support.
Oh man, that's funny.
So yeah, so he gonna be there one way or another. So let's see. Okay, the VP going back. The VPs are open in Vegas for the 2028 season. 33,000 seat stadium, $2 billion. Woo, Lord. And he also said that Tim Donaghy just entered the chat. And when you hear Tim Donaghy, run for your life if you're a basketball player, because you never know what you're going to get out of that clown. So, yeah, I think Oklahoma City got a lot to lose, and San Antonio is going to play with a little more freedom because you got Oklahoma City, Game 7, at home. A lot of pressure on them tonight. No Jalen Williams. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on OKC to perform in front of the home crowd. The Spurs can play loose And if Victor Wembanyama decide that he don't want to be Steph Curry, like he tries to sometimes a little too much for me, and shoot the 3-pointer, he work down low, the Spurs are gonna win. And that's gonna be an interesting series if the Spurs play the Knicks, because you got two teams who right now are starving for an NBA championship if they play each other. Spurs ain't won in a while. Knicks ain't won in forever. So they are starving for that NBA championship. So you'll get a good series with both of them playing each other. OKC, I think they the villain. Everybody said OKC won, but they flopped like salmon in the river, so they don't want to see them. And San Antonio and New York will make a more interesting series to watch, and probably would draw a better crowd, especially in, as they said, the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. With those two teams, everybody get to see Wemby play if they make it. So
I think that'll be the best one anyway, Spurs and Knicks. Cause you have Spurs fans and you have Knicks fans, and they all genuine fans. You know, ain't nobody cheering for no flop. Like I say, you won't be no real flop team. I mean, OKC, they just don't want everybody right now. I think people are already tired of them. So, come on, San Antonio, save us trouble, please, and put this team out of our misery right now. We'll just go with Spurs and the Knicks, a rematch of the NBA strike season finals.
And
And
you look at
that. Oh man, you know what? That could have been my coach, man.
I think the Spurs, if they can get contributions from Fox and don't let Stephon Castle handle the ball, I mean they got a good chance of winning, because Castle seems like he's a turnover machine. He had 20 in the first two games, so I don't tell you how many he got overall. But if Fox can overcome that high ankle sprain, which is nothing to play with, and play better.
That's what's going on with him.
Yeah, he has a high ankle sprain, which is really, I know that's painful. It's hard to deal with. But the strategy, in my opinion, is what Chiney Gumake said, and I agree with it. You got to pick your poison. And I think the Spurs need to let Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, or Shea Butter as they call him, shoot all day. Fire away, brother. Everybody else, we're going to put the clamps on y'all. On Jerry McCain, you ain't scoring 24 points against us. Alex Caruso, you ain't having no career night against us. That's what they need to do. Stop everybody else and let Alexander go wild. Do what you got to do. You can't beat us by yourself. But we're going to stop the rest of y'all. So.
Yep. Another thing you got to consider is, I know Brothers and Fox are probably not refereeing. This can be another way to recruit other referees to be a part of the NBA payroll.
So yeah, it's gonna be wild. Now I'm glad. Well, unfortunately for the other sports, they got I think the WNBA, if they had any sense, they'd take the night off. I know they didn't, but I don't think anything should oppose this game, because it's gonna be a wild one. Let's see, anybody play that? Lord, the Fever play against the Fire. Nobody gonna want to see that one tonight. The Sparks will be finished, but the Fever playing at the same time on CBS Paramount. That's gonna be one of the lowest rated games of the year, because this one's gonna take over everything. Hockey is finished. They don't play again until Monday or Tuesday. Softball is going on tonight as well. Baseball, They were. Red. I forgot. Long Island, Georgia beat Long Island 18-2. So
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I knew that's the game they should have won. And he said he got another one today.
I'm looking at it now, trying to see who played tonight. If it clicks over, you got
Yeah,
a lot. Elimination
Georgia
game.
put up like 25 runs yesterday, or
They
22.
did. They did. Oh, it's a
They
lot of
fell down
elimination games.
They fell down 2-0, and then everything just unleashed.
Oh, Georgia plays Liberty at 5 o'clock on ESPN Plus. So a lot of soft baseball today. And poor Alabama State. I'm a SWAC man, and I love my SWAC team, but Alabama State played Alabama yesterday and was down 3-2 in the fourth inning. And I said, all right, Alabama State, y'all got a chance to do something. You get a run here there. Final score ended up 23-2. I don't know what happened. They just fell apart. And Alabama said, that's enough. Y'all been close for a minute. Time to run away. Get y'all out of here because y'all might luck up and beat us. So, all right. But anyway, Thunder and Spurs, Game 7 tonight. Everybody get ready because that one's going to be, I got a feeling it's going to be a classic. Like I said, no brothers and no Scott Foster, so hopefully we'll get a decent game. Referee in there call it straight down the middle, and we won't have any issues. All right. Well, it's halftime on the Red Rail. Yes, sir. We're gonna move to halftime. When we come back from halftime, we got the Braves report. We got 5 for 5. And we got some more things going on. So, yeah.
Man, y'all, yeah,
we're moving on today. Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back. The Red Rail Sports Show. We are back on the Red and Rail Sports Show. That's halftime, ladies and gentlemen. HO had to step away for a minute, but we are back. And while he is tiptoed away, We still got red and red. Are you ready for the Braves
I'm ready.
report?
Yep.
It's game time. It's GT.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Braves report. Well, it was another solid week. We had 4 games. We went 3-1. You know, pitching was okay. The bat was alright, except for that 1 game with Boston. But the pitching was a little shaky. Elder got home late from the ball, but he turned back into Cinderella for 1 game. Let's see what else happened. Brent Holmes had a little shaky outing last night. Even Chris Sale out in one Chris Sale like, but I'm trying to remember who pitched that first game in Boston, but overall, it was a solid week. You know, Braves, like I said, when you start off the night, we're going to go through the lows. And that's what's going on right now. We're just going through our lows. That's why you like to start off hot in baseball. So when you have moments like this, it ain't really killing your team. If you want to say, it's probably been our most unbrave like week, and we still gain ground in the division. We gain ground on Philly, gain ground on the Nationals, gain ground on the Marlins, and this. Like I say, still 9.5, 10-game lead. The division still gonna be over with by the All-Star break. Let's see what's going on. Your boy Kim finally got bit. Finally, that's what we love about Walt White. No loyalty, baby. It's all about who playing the best. Whoever playing the best, that's who's gonna play. That's what I love about it. To get all that loyalty with Snicker. If Snicker was still managing Kim, would still be out there killing us right now. But no, you did what we wanted to play the young guy with J.O. J.O. having a real best season. But you gotta let him eat right now. At least let him eat till he come back down to earth. And he still had another couple of hits, couple of RBIs last night. Another hit. Probably got like a 5 or 6 game hitting streak. Man been hitting every time you put him in the lineup. Chad was drunk. He's doing decent, and we still waiting for old Drake to come back. You know, not music Drake. But Ron Acuna looked like his back heated up a little bit. Aja was slumping. Looked like his back waking back up. Matt, waiting for you to wake back up. You too, Austin. Wake back up consistently anyway. Dominic Smith, still one of the best free agent pickups we've had. And the others been doing what they do. Eli White, the Scriptures, the Dubon. So like I say, still in first place, still doing Braves-like things. Got a couple of more games in Cincinnati this week. And if you think that pitching ballpark in Sacramento for the A's is a little league park, and that Cincinnati ballpark, I hope our bats do some talking. I hope our pitching don't do no talking now. I want our pitching to be solid, but I want our bats to do what they supposed to do in a park like this. That's Austin Riley. I'm expecting something for you tonight. Whoever else didn't tee off last night, you better tee off tonight. And keep getting hot, Acuna. Because we need it right now while Drake is out. Hopefully we'll hear some news on Drake. Hopefully he'll be back sooner than expected. Coach, you heard anything on Drake coming back sooner than expected?
All right. Let me see. Let me pull up. All right. Yeah. Look like Ron Ackner is starting to hit the ball. Acuna is starting to punish the ball. He has picked up his 2 home runs in 2 games, which I know is a welcome sight to the Braves, trying to pick it up and keep it going. They beat Cincinnati. They thumped Cincinnati last night 8-3, and what's his name is continuing, like you said, to hit the ball. Michael Harris is murdering the ball big time. That outfield is looking pretty good for the Braves, and
Michael
Austin,
Harris, he having his best season right here. I'm just
yeah,
kind of
Austin,
interested when the first All Star numbers will drop.
yeah, exactly. Austin Riley, well, we hope you wake up, sir. We need your contributions whenever you're ready to give them to us. You seem to be doing a little here and there, but Matt Olson is hitting. Shorty George, Alvin is hitting. Shortstop, got to plug in. We'll see what happens there. But pitching wise, I know all the pitchers seem to be having decent. And Chris Sale is gonna be all in Cy Young race all year. Even though Tani, I don't know that he might be another one that they think is not from this planet either, because he continues to do what he's doing. He's trying to double up and win the Cy Young and the MVP. So I don't know if you can stop him. So there
I think he'll tell off.
all right. Yeah, HO is out for right now. He's on his way back. He's trying to make it home. So we hope he gets there. And like I said, we thought we'd catch the newly married sports rev in the house, but I know he's on a flight now to Atlanta. So he thought he'd be on for a minute, but he's on a flight to Atlanta. So there you go. So we hope to see him here when he comes and break bread with him. All right, we're gonna go on. It's now time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for 5 for 5. 5 topics. Let me wait a minute. Let me go to the Nation. The Nation had some comments. Anthony Corey checked in. He said, "It'll all depend on how the refs play. I don't think the refs are gonna dribble the basketball, but hey, we got what you're saying, Anthony." The VP went down the WNBA schedule tonight. The Storm against Tempo, Sparks against the Sun, and the Fever against the Fire. Looks like it's the expansion teams on the bill tonight. And as far as the Braves, he said tomahawk chop away. The Braves seem doing good. They're still in first place. And hopefully they can remain. I think they got like a 9-game lead. Hopefully they continue to hold on and hold off. I think the Washington Nationals are second, which is shocking, but that's okay. We're going to keep them in the rear view. Either way it goes. And he said, cue the loonies. Thank you, sir. That's all we needed for you to tell us to cue the loonies. And we can get started with 5 for 5. Hopefully HO will be in. But we're going to go on without him right now. Well, you hear that music? It's 5 for 5 time. All right. First question read. Josh Jacobs, Green Bay Packers running back, arrested on domestic battery charges. Comments?
Man, I hope these charges not seriously because that's the last thing we need. More NFL players and athletes dealing with domestic issues. You don't even know the statistics. They did kind of normal statistics like is it your girlfriend, wife, kid, relative, what domestic, what type of domestic issue was it? I wish they would tell us when they say domestic issue. Like, man, he in there beating on his wife. No, I'm just saying, but whatever the charges are, Josh Jacobs, you don't really need this, and the Packers don't need this, and the NFL definitely don't need this. So, bring it out. If you say you completely innocent, well, we're going to find out. And as much as you say how innocent you are, you better be. Or if not, the NFL really gonna throw the book at you because you've been coming out saying how innocent you are. All right, we gonna see. Hopefully this story go away. But if it don't, we'll know you were just full of it. Like a lot of them when these type of stories come out.
Yeah. Uh, it's never a good thing when you see anything dealing with domestic violence. It never turns out good, but we hope that he can overcome this whatever happens, and it gets worked out when he's able to play. But most of all, he's able to get help if he did put his hands on that on the young lady, because that's never acceptable. Putting your hands on somebody like that, and when you are physically strong or whatever, you don't get any points in my eyes doing that. So I don't know what to say. The VP said, JJ, again, stop putting yourself in these situations. I never understood why guys can't just get up and walk away or go somewhere else. Just get up and leave and say, I can't right now. And if she hits you or whatever, try to stop you, no, you just tell her I got to go. And come back when you calm down, if that's the case.
That was my whole point earlier. Especially the rich guys. I mean, these guys, they living like they some middle class dude working at UPS dude. Y'all are multi-million-dollar athletes. It ain't no reason you should be getting into any domestic issues. That girl beat up on you. Say, hey, I take my money, me and my money and my millions, we can go, baby. Then I can find me a girl who ain't got to get on. You know what I'm saying? Why are you constantly with women that you constantly get into these issues with? You're a millionaire. What are y'all arguing about? Y'all can't find women you ain't gotta argue with? God, no, man, some of y'all, but y'all just you're lame without money and you're lame with money. Dang.
Yeah, the VP said, get rid of the cancerous folks in your world, friends and family alike. If a partner puts you in a situation to where you have to think about your legal future, leave her alone. Do better. I mean, I'm like, thank you, Red. I'm like you. Is this girl the last girl on earth? Are you not able to find another girlfriend at your stature and playing ball? You don't think you can find anybody else?
I be hoping you argue. You want to argue with me? Oh, I'm fine. I am out here. Cause trust me, you need me and my millions way more than I need you, sweetie. What are you offering me? I can get sex from anybody. Well, what else you got? Oh, I get it. You got a lot of argument. You got a lot of mouth. That's all you're offering me. Man, please. I don't know what these athletes be thinking about. I coach, if she ain't making you feel like you know how your girl used to have your phone late at night, you know how you used to smile when we bring her up. If you ain't smiling when we talking about your ladies, if y'all ain't like hurrying up, cause I'm ready to get out of practice, I can get home to my baby. Now I ain't trying to rush home to get in an argument and craziness like that. I mean, you got money. What? You arguing about what? Interior decoration? Where the kids going to private school? Man, let her deal with all that stuff, man. I'm coming home, grab me a beer, going down to my man cave. And baby, when you ready to see me, you know where I'll be. I mean, what in the world? You guys need to start living like the money you make, man. It don't do y'all no good to make these millions of dollars when you living like regular Tom and Joe out here working at the mechanic shop and out here working at Walmart. I mean, that's the way y'all living. That's the way y'all acting sometimes. Like y'all just stressed out. Man, I'm stressed out at my job. I'm stressed out on my bills. Man, you ain't stressed out over nothing. Y'all just a bunch of crazy A ninjas. That's all it is. And you keep putting your freedom in jeopardy over these chicks that you shouldn't be dealing with. Ah, think of it. Domestic
Yep.
issues. How many white athletes we see going through domestic issues? Not many. Most of them, they know how to find a girl to be with.
Yeah, the VP said, coach, is the ego. Yeah, it's ego. You want to try to show off and stuff. That's true. And he said guys like him have to protect their freedom and their money. Thinking goes out the window in the blink of an eye. Yeah, you forget about all that when you start that arguing. And he said, even though these situations are few far in between, how do we know this? There are far more players in the league than these situations that we hear about. The media is eager to focus on the idiots that keep these lawyers and bail bondsmen employed. Do better. These ninjas learn absolutely nothing at these rookie symposiums. Shaking my head. Those rookie symposiums, I don't think they're working. For some reason. Well, yes, they are. I take that back. Yes, they are. Because it's not everybody that does something stupid like this. Most of those guys sit there and listen and say, hey, I got to protect my money. I got one of the, I mean, it's a rough job because you get hit and tackled, but it's a good paying job. You going to risk let a woman mess up your good paying job? Ain't no way. And just like every time I think of that movie with Chris Rock, I think I love my wife. And when the guy tell him you can lose lose a lot of money chasing a woman, but you can't lose a woman chasing money. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's no way at my stature that I can't find another woman that's just as good as the one that's causing the problem or better. It's real simple, just like you said. It's time to go. If we got to get to arguing about simple stuff, that means we ain't meant for each other. It is time to go. I got to leave you. I got to get away from this because I don't have time for this. Goodbye. I mean, go on and find you somebody else to argue with and leave me and mine alone. So I'm hoping it work out for them, but these things, a lot of times they don't work out. So we'll see. All right. The CBA proposed a Major League Baseball salary cap, which is going to be unprecedented to try to cap what these teams are paying these players. What's your comments on this, Red?
I think it's time that at least they sit down and talk about it. I mean, the longer you let it go on, the more you're going to have teams like the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Mets and the Phillies and all these other rich teams. You're going to keep having them overspend more than the Cleveland and the A's and the Braves. But now, if you have a cap, you have a minimum salary where teams have to spend this much, but can't go over this much without penalty. I think at least that's on the line with most of the other sports. And now, maybe things will be a little bit more fair. But now the teams that don't like to spend, they're gonna have to start spending money, which is fine, but they need to. You're making money, you spend it. And now I don't think this will affect the Braves that much because I'm hearing that the salary cap be between 250 and 275, which would be right around the Braves payroll anyway. So the Braves won't be too affected by it, but we have to cut a little bit to get on the 250. I mean, him and his 20 million to be gone, but he ain't really doing nothing anyway. So, but other than like I say, the Yankees and the Dodgers and the Mets might cut a little salary to give them the salary cap. But hey, at least we don't have to worry about them overspending like having Shohei on Tony and every other top player at the position. Like the Yankees used to do. I mean, I don't mind things being eased out. So if this make things a little more fair, this is fine because it'll force the Braves to have to keep having their farm system pretty good, which is something they used to doing anyway. And it'll force them to spend wisely with the money, which is something they tend to do for the most part anyway, with the exception of sometimes like this crazy Kim contract that we're gonna have to keep. But I'm surprised I didn't get into that more when I was doing Braves before. But I guess because he ain't been playing like thankfully. But I think it's a good idea, folks. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, because baseball salaries are ridiculous. And some of these guys getting paid just a large amount of money and not perform with these 100 batting averages and stuff like that, and are looking bad at the plate, but they're getting paid because most of it is guaranteed. So yeah, smart money is them putting a salary cap on it and say, hey, enough is enough. We don't need to pay these overexcited salaries for these guys. You know, I know they're gonna complain, but shoot, you making this much money to do what you're doing. Come on, you shouldn't complain. Let's see.
They have understood all that, but what are they complaining about? They don't want to count. I mean, it's not like it's going to affect the salary, still don't get paid.
All right, going back, the VP said the NFL does those symposiums because they have to. They're showing that we care about their players. I actually are part of the league for that. It comes down to the individual making good decisions, expensive life lessons learned. Yeah, that's an expensive life lesson when you're willing to be dumb and give up your money because you mad. Like they said, just walk away, save yourself money. I guarantee in the long run, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I miss her, but I love my money instead." So yeah, moving on. I applaud LBJ. The BP said the thing we criticize him the most about is switching teams for championship. LBJ learned there to protect the brand at all costs. He has 0 off the field issues in 22 years. One baby mama who happened to be his wife. He's an example of a superstar athlete that gets it. Yeah, and you had guys playing back in the days. You didn't hear about a lot of this back in the old days with the NBA or NFL players. You didn't see a lot of this stuff going on with domestic violence and everything. If they did, they hid it very well because you didn't hear about a whole lot of these incidents like with these new guys for whatever reason. I don't know why they seem to think hitting a girl is smart, but you know. And the VP says CBA salary cap proponents must not root for the Dodgers or the Yankees. Yeah, those are the overspenders. So they don't. I know they don't want to hear it. And he said Major League Baseball been doing it for decades. Why all of a sudden the salary cap comes up? That money.
Yeah, they see what's going on with the Dodgers. The Dodgers don't keep spending till they can't spend no more. Now that would work well if it was the same guy who owned the Dodgers owned the Lakers, but the NBA got a salary cap. So you see, we got to be careful how we spend our money in the NBA anyway.
Oh yeah, you got that right. All right, Jackson Dart met with his team after his incident with the president, and he supposedly kumbaya everything, and everybody's all hugs and everything. Like I said earlier, I just don't see it. It may be they, for the sake of winning, they got it together, but I still think it's a lingering issue going on with some of those players. Like looking at him like, dude, this man got this country in shambles, and you gonna support him? Okay, well we gonna support you too. Hopefully, we'll see if they can put team over support, because they said they're picking the Giants to do well this year, but if some of these things going on, it might be kind of rough on the Giants. Hopefully they don't knock the starting quarterback out of the game in practice. What's your thoughts, Red?
That right there. All this is a bunch of bullshit about nothing. I'm saying, look, I don't like Trump no more than the next man. As a matter of fact, everybody know how I feel about Trump. But why are we giving this kid a hard time over simply who he voted for or who he supported politics wise. I'm saying, is everybody that's a Trump supporter, are they going through this with their team? Now I know he was out running about at a rally. That probably wasn't a good idea. I mean, you didn't want to take heat for your Trump support, but still, I don't think he's the only player in the NFL that support Trump. And had this been another team, like the Cowboys, this dude would have had to explain anything. And any player that gave him crap for it would have had to answer to Jerry. So he looked at this as with the Giants. I guess the owners really are against Trump, thankfully, because this wouldn't have happened with every team in NFL. I don't know, let's get things in perspective. This would not have happened with any team in the NFL and every quarterback in the NFL. And Jackson Dart is not the only quarterback or even NFL player that's supporting Trump. So I don't know why all of a sudden this is turning into Jackson, the only Trump supporter in the NFL type of thing. This shouldn't even be a story. What are you gonna do? You gonna hurt your own quarterback in practice? What's more important? Us trying to win games or worry about who the world Jackson Dart is voting for or supporting politically? Yeah, of course, Trump is destroying the country and doing everything everybody's accusing him of. But at the same time, I'm just simply thinking things at a football perspective. Man, we at OTAs, we're trying to concentrate on football games. Now, yeah, I'm sure players, and I'm pretty sure other players had a problem with Jackson or whatever. I don't know how. Was he loudly supporting Trump or was he just there introducing him? Was he like actually saying, I'm for Trump, I'm for everything he's saying for? Was he just really speaking loudly or was he just there? If he was just there, I mean, do I think it warranted explanation to my teammates or anything, or press conference or any type of view? Me personally, no. Because like I said, this would have happened. He would have had to beat with nobody if he was with the Cowboys or any of these teams where the owner is a Trump guy. But for some reason, the Giants felt that it was A, necessary to publicize this, and B, necessary to make it a big deal. Now, if they come out and have a bad season or start off slow, I want them to look back to this moment right here and say, because all this was unnecessary, man. Y'all need to be focused on football right now. Not worried about who my teammate voted for, who my teammate supported politically. Look, when it comes to politics, we all gonna disagree on some things. That's a given right there. So why they putting all this in the forefront, or why they putting it? I'm telling you, this got a chance to backfire now because what we gonna do when it's a big time player, a guy that's not Jackson Dart, a guy that's say if it was Brady or Peyton Manning, would they have to go through all this? I promise you, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning tell some of the teammates to kick rocks. But like I say, it's Jackson Dart. He a young guy. Obviously, he felt intimidated by his teammates and felt he needed to explain something. I'm just saying, I'm not, you know I'm not a Trump supporter, but me personally, I just felt this a lot of what to do about nothing because it's still his own personal political view. I mean, and in this country, we always say can't judge us by our religion, our sexual orientation, our political view, the color of our skin. So if we're gonna keep it like that, then let's keep it like that. Don't try to single Jackson Dart out for doing something that other people in NFL are. Trust me, he ain't the only Trump supporter and definitely ain't the only Trump voter. And it's probably some black guys in the NFL that's voting for Trump and supporting him too. But they ain't gonna come out and admit it. But that's all I got to say on that. I think it's a lot of much ado about nothing. I hope it don't affect their season, but it's still early in June. Season don't start for another few months, so maybe they'll get past this. Hopefully they'll get past this because they got some big expectations for the Giants this season. They had a good off season so far, so I hope this don't set them back. So
Well, you pretty much said it from the start. Are you willing to risk your team for this? Are you willing to risk your season? Because because you don't like what somebody said. I mean, I think Harbaugh is gonna right that ship and gonna squash this. But if that's the case, it'd be a lot of upset teams around there because, like you said, on every team you got Trump supporters and Biden supporters or Obama or whatever. Everybody has a certain pick, but politics don't need to enter your team if you trying to go to the Super Bowl or whatever. No division and all that stuff need to be squashed, pushed to the side. Now, the Giants have casually, unnecessarily put the spotlight on their team for the rest of the year because people are going to look at them and going to be like, let's see how the Giants do and see if it affects them, how Jackson Dart does and see what happens. And like you said, the Giants don't do nothing. They're going to go back to this and say, this is what caused the division right here. And all that hype about the Giants going to do this year, and that, whatever, is going to be thrown out the window. Let's see. Let me go back. The VP got Jackson Dart clown feeding. Alexis here. Good morning, Alexis. He said, good morning, guys. The salary cap proposal will not work. The proposal is too low, especially for certain teams. It needs to be a reasonable one. Alexis, I'm sure they're going to work it out where everybody is on the same level and they're going to try to keep it there. Now, can they keep it there? That's going to be a negotiation they got to talk about. We'll see how they handle it because it's going. I think it's going to pass more than likely. All right. The VP say Abdul Carter is playing nice for right now. He claimed to sit next to Dart every day and meet. See, I'm gonna stop right there. You don't need to say that. Why are you saying that? And okay, I'm gonna come back to that. In my opinion, if a dude aligns himself with an obvious demon, then you have a right to do that. But you also have a right to criticism from your teammates. If they can talk about their issues like grown mature men, then do that. But also know other folks have friends and family who live and have been adversely affected by the administration's policy. I think other MAGA NFL players support it. See, right there, Mr. Abdul Carter. I don't need you to tell me you sit beside him every day in meetings. I could care less. What are you going to do when you cross them white lines? I don't need you to try to tell me what's going on. You ain't doing but bringing more fuel to the fire. You know, you talking about, oh yeah, we're buddies and everything. Folks gonna start not to believe you then. They can be like, yeah, right. Whatever you talking about, yeah, we sit together all the time. They can be like, no, you're not telling the truth. Okay, the VP goes on and says, Abdul Carter says at the end of the day, this is about football and what we all do to win. Dart will be walking on eggshells for the rest of his days in New York City. You better win, buddy. You just gave your critics ammo to focus on you, partner. I think he did, but I think it's going to be ended early. They're going to take care of that before the season starts. All right. Joe Black said, Red, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you. You can choose to support who you want, but to go on stage and introduce Trump at that rally the way he did and do the Go Big Blue in the intro.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he was like extra out at the rally. Was he just like, woo, Trump, you're my guy? Or was he just there? So I see he was doing a little bit more, but at the same time, he's a Trump supporter. It's a Trump rally. I put it like this. I disagree. If I'm a teammate, I would disagree with him too, but I wouldn't bring it in the locker room. If you ever ask my opinion, I would tell him like, yeah, man, I disagree with you both. But I'm saying I wouldn't bring it in teammate. I wouldn't bring it up to him unless he talk politics to me. So I understand. But at the same time, when we get to this locker room, it's about football. It ain't about your baby mamas or your religion or your sexual orientation or your politics. It's about football. We're trying to win football games for the Giants. So once he hit them locker room doors, all that, if we just sit back and having a conversation about politics, then I just, maybe I saw you at the Trump rally. I didn't know you was a Trump fan, man. So I'm not. I would tell him, but I think I can talk about it respectfully without making it an issue. It ain't like we're gonna get in a heated conversation in the locker room. I'm saying I can talk to him and explain my views without it being a big issue and us, dealing with it through the media, having team meetings and all these explanations. Man, we ain't gotta do all that now. We can just talk about it like men and move on.
All right. The VP said he agreed with Alexis on the salary cap. How they gonna handle that? We'll see what they do with that. VP said, Coach, just the rest of my post, it was cut off by Facebook. I think other MAGA NFL player supporters are smart being quiet. Separate politics from your workplace. Stay tuned. Oh, for sure. There's plenty of them out there. For sure. They support Donald Trump. But like I said, it's gonna be mighty quiet in these camps. And no other teams are gonna want to bring it up. Gonna be like, nah, I voted. That's all it's gonna be said. And everybody gonna go around asking who you voted for. That ain't gonna be a topic. They worry about you. Can you tackle this guy? Can you throw a touchdown? Can you run the ball for 150 yards a game? That's all they're gonna be worried about then. They're not gonna worry about who you supported. That's your business, and that's where it should be. Off the field, off whatever, and not even discussed in the locker room. And Vincent, the VP said, I agree with Joe Black. When you introduce the Orange Menace at a rally, Orange Menace, you publicly saying this is my guy. Critics loading their chambers in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you're gonna invite some stuff like you said. If he came out and just went whole crazy, this is the man that's gonna lead the country, blah blah blah, and all that. Yeah, you're gonna get some looks, and you're gonna get some people that look at you funny, like, really? But you quarterbacking my team, okay? And he goes on to say, "You're a leader, which most importantly means lead by example. We will see our dart fares from this. We should start a segment called the Dart Watch to see how Jackson Dart holds up throughout the year." And I'm sure he's sitting in the back of his mind saying, I don't think that was a good idea. But hey, what's done is done now. You said
I tell you what, if the Giants go out and have one of the best seasons ever, and he go out and throw for 4,000 yards and 30-some touchdowns and a few interceptions, oh, that Trump support gonna get. He gonna be like, nigga, yeah. I see me support Trump early, then help hurt me at all. Maybe I need to step it up a little bit. I'm gonna be ready for him now. He gonna be all at the White House, gonna be eating dinner with Trump. Like, man, I gotta keep supporting you, dog, because you are good for my career. So I keep telling y'all, this might backfire now. So y'all should watch out. Everybody ain't no Dart. Dart come out be MVP this season. Then what y'all gonna say?
Yeah. Joe Black
I doubt it though, but I'm just saying.
But yeah,
anything happens. See how the season gonna turn out. I just don't think the kid needs to get ran through the coals. But I mean, like you say, he should be aware. He should be aware of the country's feelings. You know, if he do say something like that it's gonna be some criticism. So we shouldn't be that hard on him, but he got to be more aware of what the majority feeling is for the guy that he supports. So I guess I definitely see both sides. So.
And Joe Black said, I think Trump is very divisive. A lot of his policies are aimed to intentionally hurting certain groups. Keep your politics to yourself, especially in diverse workplaces. Yeah, that's a diverse workplace right there. NFL football team. A lot of different thoughts going through heads and everything. So yeah, that's a big one right there. And he also said it doesn't help you're from Mississippi. Whoa, Joe Black. Hold on, man. Don't you ever talk about my home state. Ever again. Don't you ever say nothing about my home state. We know what we got there in Mississippi. We know they've been racially stupid in certain areas. But don't you ever talk about Mississippi ever again, Joe Black. Ever. Yeah. It doesn't help. So, yeah. All right. Moving on. The All NBA team got announced on this past week, and there were some interesting choices. That first team was pretty good. Red, anybody you feel that shouldn't be on an All NBA team? Should not.
No, should not. No, I think they, maybe Jamal Murray for the third team. Jamal Murray had kind of an off year this season. He didn't really have a Jamal Murray type season. But for the most part, I think they definitely got the first team right. Even though a lot of folks are complaining about Luka and Cade and those injury exceptions. I mean, Luka and Cade did have a great regular season, both of them. I'm surprised Kawhi Leonard made second team, but then when you think about it, he did have a nice second half of the season. Like I say, most of these guys that made the team pretty much stood out, had decent, solid season. Even who I call Jello Johnson, Jalen Johnson, third team, thankfully, because yeah, how you perform in the playoffs, I'd be sick right now. He's on the first or the second team, but like I say, Victor, Jokic, Shea, Luka, and Cade for that first team. Those guys right now, all of them were MVP candidates. So you can't really be upset with that. Then you got Jaylen Brown, Brunson, Durant, Leonard, and Spider for the second team. That's not bad. Like I say, everybody that made the team had decent years. And everybody who's missing either didn't qualify because they didn't play enough games or just had subpar season. So for once, I think the NBA got it mostly right.
Yeah, it looks like the team. Chet Holmgren, I got a question mark about Holmgren. I don't think he had his best season this year, but I think they thought he had did enough to warrant a third team pick. Jalen Duren, he played well, but like I keep forgetting, these are regular season trophies. These are not playoff trophies. So some of these guys, playoff wise, have not done what they're supposed to do. Let's see here. Alexis Hill said Jaylen Brown should have been on the first team, but he's not too popular. And Joe Black decided to put Jaylen on the first team above Cade. Well, the reason I'm thinking that they picked Cade Cunningham over Jaylen Brown was Cunningham led them to a number one ranking. And that's the thing. They were the number one team in the East. They're not looking at the playoffs. That's what we got to separate. And Cunningham had his team. When he got hurt and he came back. And you see what kind of team they had without him. So, you know, hey.
They wouldn't even made that first round.
The catalyst on this team. So that's why they gave him first team over Jaylen Brown. I mean, 10 years from now, ain't nobody gonna remember, so it ain't gonna be no big deal. So big whoops. All right. Last topic. Mahomes and Daniel Jones seem to be back in action after suffering devastating knee injuries. They're back limited, but the fact that, like I said, they are out there running any kind of drill is a miracle. It's not a testament to how hard they're working to try to get back for their respective teams. Red, do you think either one of these guys are gonna start day one?
Uh, I don't think Daniel Jones will. Now, Mahomes, you know, it's still risky. I think Mahomes might be available week one. Personally, I would not rush either back because neither of them has any competition at the core. I mean, it's not like they got to worry about the job not being there when they come back. So, I mean, I would take it easy for both of them. Being at the NFL is 17 games now, you got time. Even if the team start off slow, you got time to get back in the race. So, personally, I would take it easy with both of them. But I think Patrick Mahomes probably is gonna do everything he can to be ready. So I don't see Patrick Mahomes not playing week one unless he has some type of setback. Daniel Jones, they might take things a little bit slowly with him because he's Achilles and not just an ACL. Patrick Mahomes just tore his ACL and not coming off Achilles injury. So ACL, they tend to heal more quicker these days with the type of medicine and technology we have than Achilles injuries. But hey, the fact that Daniel Jones is out on the field after tearing his Achilles, I mean, that's something. I mean, these guys, they are proving the doctors wrong and coming back a little early from these injuries. Most of these injuries back in the day would have kept you out for at least a year. These guys coming back in months. So that's saying something, but still, you don't want to overdo it because setback to me is worse than the initial injury itself.
Yeah, it's just like I said, these guys are working hard to try to get back because they know that their team is gonna need them big time, and there's no way around it. Kansas City will not be successful without Mahomes, and Indianapolis will not be successful without Jones. But both of them are trying to come back, and I guarantee you, they're gonna be in bubble wrap the entire off season and everything. Nobody's gonna touch them. Don't even making a move like you're gonna get near them to touch them, or they're gonna cut you big time. They're gonna say, "No, we gotta get rid of this dude. He's trying to tackle the court. We don't need him tackled." Uh, the VP said, "I'm glad Patty Cakes is back. Reverend Doctor will have something to cheer about again." He had the Kansas City season last year. They looking for big things from Mahomes and everything. So both of those guys, like I said, are gonna push hard and gonna be out there with the knee braces on, trying to. And anytime anything that may come up in the off season where they seem like they could be compromised, they're gonna take them out. Those coaches know what they can and can't do, and they're not gonna let Mahomes or Daniel Jones do anything extra, so they don't have to worry about them coming back out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is 5 for 5. Those five, we had 5 topics, and we discussed them. Each topic individually. We took as much time we want because it's only us two today, right now. And we're praying that HO was able to get home safely. He was dealing with issues, so hopefully he made it home safely without any problems. But right now, we're at the point of the show where we ask you, you have the right. Who has the right to do what? Red, in your opinion, who has the right to do what today or this week?
Jared Kelly, you have the right to go ahead and submit your application to UPS because your baseball career might be over, buddy. He's a high draft pick for the Seattle Mariners back in 2000. I want to say 21. No, I want to 2018. He was top draft pick by the Seattle Mariners in 2018. Since then, you wailed around the Mariners farm system for years, and they finally called you up, and eventually you let them down, and they got rid of you. They traded you to my Braves. Then from my Braves, you came in, have Spark here, the spark there, and eventually your true color shone, and my braids got rid of you. Sent you down to Gwinnett, but you said, no, I want to be a free agent. I'm leaving, y'all. I'm leaving, braids. So the White Sox said, all right, man, we'll pick you up and give you a chance, see if you got anything left. Well, coach, it ain't even June 1st, and the White Sox have said, Jared, designate you for assignment, man. Whatever you thought you had, it's just not good. We got other guys coming up, and we actually a good team this year, Jared. So can't have you holding us back, buddy. We got this young rookie, whatever the Mustafa, whatever the guy name is. I can't pronounce it right now, but you know who I'm talking about. That rookie for the White Sox that hit a home run almost every game. We
Oh
got
yeah.
players like them. Yeah, who you talking? What's his name, coach?
Oh
You know who I'm talking about, though.
I know
Anyway,
you talking about.
yeah, White Sox said, boy, we got players like him coming up, man. We can't have you holding us back, all these young studs we got coming up. So, Jared Kelly, who didn't even hit over 50 home runs in his career, a 211 batting average, all this since 2021, is now looking for a new team. And Jared, eventually you're going to realize, man, whatever you thought you had baseball wise, you got when the White Sox are cutting you, you already left Seattle and Atlanta. Those two good organizations. Now you don't got to the White Sox. And they trying to be a good organization, so they get rid of you too. So unless you want to go play for one of the star teams, but eventually they gonna tell you got to go too, because they gonna bring up a young guy. Like you know how they do, you know the old Bull Durham effect. So like I say, Jared, you have the right to go ahead and retire from Major League Baseball, or you better become a coach, or try another profession. Hope on see in the UFC circle. So, but who knows? But yeah, I think time's up for Jared Kelly, man. I don't know about the Braves. If you come to the Braves organization, that's why I say if you can't make it for Braves, I know something up, man. Usually we'll give you every chance possible. Braves didn't even take too long to get rid of you, man. So yeah, I'll let you know you ain't got too much left, man. So we did the way the Braves would have kept you and tried to own it up out of you. You see, we getting it from these other guys, the Eli White, the Jorge Mateo, the Dominic Smith. You see, we getting it out of them. Wherever you, Kelly, you could have been one of these guys. But nope, that's why I say, man, it might be time for you to move on. But that's why you had the right for the week. So the old Jared Kelly.
All right. Let's see. Let me go with the Rev 9 Nation. Let's see here. Joe Black said, Hawks, you had a right to think long and hard before you give Quinn that extension you're about to give him.
Oh, please, Hawk, what are you doing? Come on, man. Please listen to Joe Black. Think long and hard. I mean, God. But I'm trying to worry about this draft because HO, all that negativity. You were real like, man, you talking about we going to miss A-Cup and Buddy from Michigan? I don't want to hear that now because I want one of them now. God. Joe Black, what's the chance that we going to miss out on both A-Cup and what's the kid name? Dare May, May, coach, you know his name from Michigan.
What's
May
is
Mom.
Okay.
The 7'3" guy. Yeah, those two guys. Right. HO got it right. Those two guys won't. Man. We're gonna have to trade up. No, don't move. Stay put. The coach, he did say something. Somebody gonna fall because there's always a pick that you don't anticipate in the first 8. So somebody gonna get picked that we're not thinking of, and that's gonna cause one of those other players to fall. So honestly, don't move. Stay right where you at number 8. One of them guys gonna drop to it. I got a feel.
Yeah, you just gotta be patient, and hope somebody, like I said, somebody gonna drop in their lap, and they gonna be able to get them and move on. So we'll see. The VP also said Zaya
Go ahead.
Cook, you had a right to light up the Toronto Tempo today. Aaliyah Boston and Raven Johnson, please represent Gamecock Nation well like today against the Portland Fire. Clark, please stop turning the ball over in critical moments like you did against the Valkyrie. You contributed to the loss. Do better, Miss Superstar.
Hold on, my girl Sophie Cunningham. She gonna have something to say about that game too now, because she didn't have a good game last game. Probably out here making all these doggone commercials. Hey Sophie, I love to see you in these commercials, babe, but I need you on the court now. So come on, Sophie. I don't want Winston talking. I mean, I don't want Vincent talking about you like you talking about Caitlin. So come on.
Yeah. And the VP also said, let's see. He said, great show, fellas. Peace out. Rev Night Nation. Have a blessed weekend.
Appreciate that, big dog.
And he also endorsed Rev Night Nation. Pull up on Reverend Dr. Michael Clayton and the Dr. Val Harris on 6/4/26 from 6 to 8 p.m. at St. Stephen's Baptist Church, Fellowship Hall on 2670 Hoban Road, East Point, Georgia. Show them some love and roll up. Yeah. Hopefully I can get there. We can get there. Everybody can get there and show the Rev while he's here in Atlanta, because this might be one of the few times he's able to come, because he's a busy man. So hopefully we can have a good crowd and everybody can show Rev some love and be able to support him. And Joe Black said the Hawks better trade up.
No,
they want to get those guys.
Stay put, because they trade. I know it sounds good, but hey, man, that's what happens. Sometimes you got to stay where you at and take who's there. So you trade up. I don't want you giving up something that we're gonna need you later on.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed the show.
12:30.
The VP said I'll be in Delaware. Definitely wish I could head down there. The VP is a traveling man, ladies and gentlemen. He's everywhere.
You're real, boy. Y'all think it's 1,000 miles. What?
Next thing you know, he'll be in Hawaii reporting from the Red and Rail Sports Show. You never know with him. So
be on the island somewhere, man, over there with the Polynesians.
Yeah, I want to thank Red, and we as always we may had a good show today. We made it through the show.
Rocco been on his game lately, boy.
He ain't playing around. He said he ain't playing around. He said he's trying to earn his money. He wants some farmers market food. So I said, okay, you're gonna get farmers market. You do farmers market work. So. HO, we want to holler at you. Hope HO made it home safely. He was dealing with the issue, but
what was going on with his car?
He didn't say, and I didn't ask, so I didn't worry about it. He just said he was gonna try to make it home. Rev, safe travels, Rev. The VP said farmers market food is the best. Yes, it is. We have some good food there for.
Farmers market fruit is the best.
Rev, hopefully we get a chance to kick it during the week and hang out with you. We want to see you, and hopefully you have safe travel. You and the missus and everybody, your mom and everybody travel here to Atlanta to fellowship with us and enjoy the time while you're here. You get to see everybody and enjoy yourself. So. Good luck, and like I said, praying for safe travels and everything. Everybody else, we'll see you next week, 10:30 on the DOT. We'll be here live, and hopefully we'll have, I know we're going to talk about Game 7, because that's going to be one of the big topics. And other things are going to go on during the week, but we want you to. I want to thank everybody that joined us, the VP, Joe Black, Alexis, Anthony, Timothy, all you guys, thank you all for joining us for today. If the sun is out, it's like a beautiful day today. We haven't seen the sun in a minute, so yeah, you can get out and enjoy the day and try to find something positive to do. So we want to say thank you all, and we'll see you all next week.